This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and I want to cover an article that's actually from Yahoo News. It's from November 23rd, 2021. It's pretty new. It says, Marilyn Manson's treatment of Evan Rachel Wood set off alarm bells at HBO. And the thing I gotta ask myself is, why are media giants taking Evan Rachel Wood's side based on allegations alone? They're not even promoting any of Marilyn Manson's exes who say good things. They're not promoting any info that Evan Rachel Wood said great things about Marilyn Manson when they were actually dating. They're only taking one side, and that's why I am personally suspicious. That's why I personally say I need more evidence, because I tend to think the mainstream narrative is biased and one-sided and not balanced. When I see something completely unbalanced, that raises an eyebrow. Let's see what they got. There were warning signs of Marilyn Manson's alleged abuse of his former girlfriend, Evan Rachel Wood, long before she was able to categorize what was happening to her as domestic violence, as the relationship drew concern on the set of HBO's acclaimed miniseries, Mildred Pierce, but you never heard about that at the time. I didn't. Did you? I don't think so. And here's the thing. Maybe if it's difficult to categorize, maybe that's because it was consensual. Maybe they were doing some things, kinky, behind the scenes or whatever, maybe a little bit rough, but consensual, and you can't categorize that as abuse because it's not really abuse. We have no way to know. It's her word against his. And they go on to say, and it wasn't until Wood assumed the role of Dolores Abernathy in the futuristic thriller Westworld that she was awakened to what had transpired years ago as the captive robot's relationship with the heartless man in black allegedly mirrored her own experience with the shock rocker. And her character happened to match up with a real-life situation, and even the man in black kind of symbolized Marilyn Manson. Got a lot of coincidences going on here. Let's see what else we got. Early this year, Wood named Manson, real name Brian Warner, as the abuser she long referred to when championing the Phoenix Act and other legislation to protect survivors of domestic violence. Of course, it's always to white knight, to protect people. It's never about her. It's always got to be about someone else if she's coming out with things. In solidarity, more than a dozen women have since spoken out, detailing disturbing and horrific claims against Manson, including that the 52-year-old allegedly R-worded and electrocuted women, locked his lovers inside a soundproof bad girl's room in his frigid home, and would weaken them with sleep and food deprivation. Manson has denied the allegations against him. We've been through the electric rod on this channel. Colonel Kurtz has been through it. It's a very common thing people into bondage used. It's not dangerous. That's put there with no context to make it sound really terrible. During the filming of Mildred Pierce, Warner's Marilyn Manson persona was still viewed as a performance shtick to the general public, but to an HBO executive producer, it was writing on the wall and sparked concern for Wood, according to the new book, Tinderbox, HBO's Ruthless Pursuit of New Frontiers, out November 23rd. What a coincidence! There's an HBO book out on November 23rd, really close to the time interval when this article's coming out. I wonder if they're trying to sell books. Nah, just another coincidence. I would believe every single thing Evan has said about Marilyn Manson because we were there. Emmy Award-winning producer Elaine Landris, who in addition to Mildred Pierce worked on The Sopranos and Girls, is quoted saying, well, then you should believe that Evan Rachel Wood said amazing things about their relationship when they were going out. But I guess you believe that that's a lie, so you cherry pick what you believe. You could also believe that Evan Rachel Wood said Marilyn Manson kept her from seeing her family. But then you'd have to disbelieve those pictures of them at Disneyland, going out to dinner, and all those other things. Again, cherry picking. He came to visit once, and I remember the vodka bottle flying out of the trailer. She would come to work in bad shape. She would come to work like the train had run her over. Pretty much every morning, if I saw Evan Rachel Wood, the first question would be, where's the medic? She was in a rough place. Great freaking question. Where's the medic? get the medic. If she actually looked like a train had run her over, let's not mince words, let's not exaggerate, I'll take you at face value. She looks like a train had run her over. That means she can't work for the day. That means she's really messed up. So you get the medic, you take her to the doctor, you write a report, you maybe go to the police, and you explain what happened. You don't shake it off if you look like a train hit you and go acting that day and do your scenes and do, however long, what a 4-hour shoot, 6-hour shoot, however many hours the shoot is, and continue on and just say, yeah, I look like a train ran over me. Let's get to work, sweetheart, or whatever you want to say. No, you go down to the medic, like you said, and you get the proof that you need. Even if you're too scared to use that proof, you could still go out and get it. No one said you have to tell people what happened to you, but you could at least go get that medical report written and get that proof. But Landris added, what was going on in Wood's personal life never compromised her performance on the show. She would just fall asleep in the makeup chair, pop out of the makeup chair, and do her thing. Okay. So I guess she must have been tired because she was abused. There couldn't be any other reason I could think of that somebody could be tired. Maybe just a few. I'm tired a lot. I've got kids and I work a lot. And sometimes I don't like to go to sleep and I play video games on my cell phone and I get like 4 hours of sleep. That could have been it. Could have been a multitude of things. And then Wood says, that show changed my life, Wood told Miller. I realized that what my character was going through mirrored what I was going through personally. So Dolores having her awakening and realizing who she was, what her place in the world was, while also realizing that this person who she loved was her perpetrator, awoke a lot of things inside me. The tipping point for Dolores' character is when she realizes the gentlemanly and caring William is also the man in black, played by Ed Harris. Over the years, a once sweet William had become her tormentor, mocking her, beating her, and even killing her love, Teddy. Anytime my character had a scene with the man in black or she had a moment of awareness, I was going through the same thing on a personal level, Wood recalled. By the end of the first season, I felt like I was given this gift of clarity and strength over the course of doing the first season. It was the catalyst for me to realize that I'd been abused and that I needed trauma therapy. She added that I needed to actually process all of this and stop running away from it, stop erasing it. How long did that take? I'm not sure. 8 years, 7 years, kind of a long time. So it's pretty interesting that Yahoo is reporting about this now, how Evan Rachel Wood said her character was kind of like the real life Evan Rachel Wood. So of course that's her narrative against Marilyn Manson, is that his character on stage and on his albums is a lot like the real Marilyn Manson. So I guess that's another coincidence, is that it just so happens that Evan Rachel Wood's character on this TV show emulated real life, as Manson's did. Or is that just a narrative that Yahoo and Evan Rachel Wood and this HBO exec wants you to believe? I think so. But I also think if they brought out evidence, I'd be a lot more likely to take their side and make a video or two about the evidence, the real evidence. I'm not going to make a video about a paragraph someone writes on Instagram about how what Marilyn Manson said matches up to something from a song and how that actually means he was an abuser. That's your perception of him. I don't care about that. Police reports, medical reports, audio, video, real evidence, and I'd be happy to go over that and lean towards the side of Evan Rachel Wood and these women who say they were abused by Manson. But it's got to be real. We've had some fake audio already. And we have like metaphors and opinions. So if you guys got it, send the evidence. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see it. But so far, there's nothing real. Just stuff like this. Oh, she came on stage like a train wreck. Well, then she probably couldn't work that day. Then she should go right to the doctor. But of course, she didn't. She went right to the media. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. Let me say a few words about the channel. First of all, shout out to Lotus Flower, Cindy Bryden, Carla Ellis sent me a lot of articles just like this. One of them probably sent me this one. I lose track. I'm real busy every day. Also, got a GoFundMe and a PayPal if you want to donate to the channel. Already about $500 on the GoFundMe. Trying to get a new PC just to kind of up the quality of the channel. That'd be a great thing for everyone. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and don't subscribe, guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.